All right, no, where we're going to start the show with is Wellington Regional Hospital has warned the respiratory bug season's putting demand on its services after opening a COVID-19 ward for the first time in 3 years to accommodate patients from the 31st of May through to the June 11th. This was the first time the hospital had a dedicated COVID clinical area since 2021. We are apparently in a sixth wave, but likely close to its peak. But it's a tricky new variant, already accounting for a third of cases. We see it that could roll on through winter. The latest Ministry of Health figures showed there were 5,230 reported cases of the virus nationally over the week to June 9. So, of course, we are going back a little bit. Along with 354 cases that are in hospital and 20 virus-attributed deaths. And the current known active cases is 1,623. I say known because a lot of people do not report it, of course, when they get COVID. Helen Petousis-Harris is a vaccinologist and associate professor at the University of Auckland, and she joins us now. Helen, good afternoon.
Oh, kia, Leah.
What long time no talk to. How are you?
I'm all right. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's good. Thank you for being available, Helen. So we are in the sixth wave, I understand. How was that determined?
Oh, pretty simply, the little curve goes up. And when you look at them, they just look like waves.
And that's it. That's how we count it.
It'll go down again, and when it goes down and it comes back up, we'll be into the seventh, I guess.
Wow. Okay, quite simple then. All right, then how many... So is that 6 different variants or is it the same? I'm guessing they're different?
Well, yeah, I mean, the composition keeps changing over time. It looks very different now than it did, months ago and then, of course, years ago. So, yes, it's constantly changing, the makeup of those variants. So then... that's part of the problem.
Well, is that part of the problem? Because then if it's always mutating as viruses like to do, tricky little creatures, how do we keep up with it with our boosters?
Yes, I guess there's a whole lot going on because now we've got this whole combination of vaccine boosters, but we've also got people becoming exposed and infected. Sometimes they get sick, sometimes they don't. So there's all of this dynamic stuff going on. And of course we know, I think it's a fact, of course, that the vaccines are not that great at preventing infection and certainly not for very long. But what we do know is that they're still really good and the current formulation we've got at the moment at reducing that serious disease, keeping people out of hospital, etc. So it's certainly absolutely worth doing. It does make a difference. Also to long-COVID as well. So people who are receiving their boosters are less likely to develop long COVID.
Okay, so just to make it clear, you've said it's to get a booster. It's not good at protecting us from getting it. We could still get it, but the symptoms will be minimised. Is that what you were saying?
That's absolutely right. Yeah, and that's a combination of what we've already, the immunity that we've already got. The latest booster, and it's just a whole dynamic thing. So it's a matter of keeping on top of it, and it's not going to go away. So it's going to continue to be the man versus microbe competition. So
then, I believe I'm just thinking here that a lot of people are less likely to get boosters because we believe that the immune system now knows to recognise it when we catch it. Is that a fair assessment or not?
I think so. I guess it's largely true that the immunity we have is actually, even though it's not as good at removing a variant, it's still actually doing well at minimising. I guess, the severity of infection. I'm talking, so obviously not for everybody, but on average, the immunity that we have from being infected, having had our boosters, etc., is all working together. So having the latest booster reduces that more, and also again that damn long COVID thing that plagues so many people.
What are when we talk about long COVID, I hear it a lot. What is it symptoms that are varied from person to person, or is there or is it kind of a stock standard 3-4 things you'll get?
Well, I think probably the main thing for everybody is a horrible fatigue. But yeah, it does differ. There's a whole constellation, which makes it so hard, to, I guess, to characterise and diagnose. But I think essentially people who have ongoing symptoms for over a certain period of time, it's debilitating, but vaccine will reduce that potential